What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I just found this beautiful piece of underscore by none other than Alan Silvestri, and what I thought we could do today is try and recreate it together. Please forgive me if I'm making mistakes. I haven't done anything of this sort in quite a while, so I'm a little bit rusty, I have to be honest, but there's a lot of cool stuff we can learn from this, so I'm excited to see how it's going to turn out. As always, the media and the logic session you'll see throughout the video is going to be available on my Patreon, so check that out if you're interested. That said, let's get started. I'm not sure how much of the original piece I'm gonna be able to play. I think what we are going to do is probably play each section once and pray to God that this video doesn't end up being taken down. So let's start with the beginning. Cool, so we basically have the same thing repeating twice. Very cool. We're in G major. So we have a mixture of Mixolydian with, you know, plain old Ionian. Let's start with an ensemble or something, because, you know, I don't want to spend forever on this. Basically, choir and strings are doing exactly the same thing, but 2 octaves apart. Okay, cool. Okay, so it's pretty good so far. I mean, like, that was pretty simple. Let's carry on with the next section. That's beautiful. Yeah, something like that. Let's start with the lead part that we have on the French horn, because that's the easy part. I think I may add the bass actually, and then figure out the rest. Should be quite straightforward. It feels like there's something moving on the bottom, probably with the cellos doing some kind of arpeggiation and some sort of pad underneath to kind of glue the string section together. So maybe let's start with some brass. Something like that. The bass is staying on the A, and the bassoons join on the D. That's what it feels like. That's strange. Yeah, I was saying I believe the violins are doing nothing until, you know, that very last moment, the climax of the little phrase. So let's just add them in. I'm hearing this. Kind of, I'm not sure. I don't think it's exactly identical, but you know, we're guessing. Let's just add the final part, you know, the bassoons at the very end, and then we'll move on to the next section. I think that's what it does. Probably a combination between bassoons and clarinet on the top. Yeah, I think it's the best that I can do in this limited amount of time. If I wanted to, you know, be more detailed about the string writing and stuff, I would have to just, you know, dig in a little bit deeper, but I think it's fine. Let's carry on to the next section. Oh, that's wonderful. Jesus. Oh man, that's gorgeous. Wow, that's incredible. Let's see what these chords are. Using that as a pivot to change key to. He likes that Lydian chord. Okay, let's just do these 4 bars first. So we have an F sharp minor, followed by D major, and then E sus4, E major, then G, A over G, and then this beautiful, you know, D major in first inversion. So, who's taking the lead? Maybe sing Sean and violins, because of the register, you know, that's a little bit low for oboe, you know, that low D flat. You know what? Let's do some chords like in a similar fashion as before with these string ensembles. And who's taking that line? It sounds like it's together with a French horn. Yeah, let's give it to violas for now. Yeah, and let's double it with the French horn. Yeah, there you go. Let's add the bass and then move on to the next one. The original version is so much better than mine. On a first glance, these kinds of mock-ups, you know, they all sound pretty decent in general, you know, in this genre. But when you compare it to the real thing, I mean, there's no comparison. I'm constantly tricked into thinking that there's more stuff, probably because the original sounds so much better than mine. So let's carry on. So basically, it's doing the very same thing, but in a different key, I believe, yeah? Ah, yeah. Whoa, man. Wow, that's gorgeous. So yeah, let's just do these 4 bars, one thing at a time. So it's basically the same thing, right, as before, but in a different key. Let's start with the violins, and then we'll add more things as we go. That felt pretty good. Grab these, give it to the oboe and the flute as well. Now let's record the chords. Okay, so let's fill this out with the bass, as just like we did before. Da, ba, ba. There's a line here on this one. Da, da, ba. I think there's a very light harp arpeggiation going on underneath everything. Let's add it in. I think it may help a bit. I think I'm hearing something, but I'm not super sure what it is. I know how I would orchestrate this, but I think Silvestri here does something that is different from what I'm used to be doing, and I want to be faithful to that. Okay, so I'm not sure what it is. I'm just gonna play it safe, do something on the strings. And now, violin 2. I don't think it's double in violin 1. At least not the whole thing. Yeah, the last one is definitely not there, but... Okay, and finally, the French horns. Something like that. Okay. I think I'm gonna be taking a break, go for lunch or something, and then come back to it. All right, I'm back. So let's see the next part. I love this brass. I think it's this. Yeah, and that should be a combination of trombones and horns. Let's just start with the top line. And then the second trombone. Ba, ba, ba. Bass trombone is wrong. The second trombone is also wrong. So that starts on an E flat, F, G, and then the bass trombone should be... I think we have cellos and double basses in octaves, holding, you know, the low E flat. Let's try that. I like it. I like it. It feels like there's something on the left. So I think I know what it is. I think this, you know, trombone part is doubled by the horns, and that's why it sounds so full. Let's carry on. Let's see what happens next. Ah, so it's the same thing, but higher on strings. Ah, yeah, it's an open chord. Beautiful. That's on trumpets, of course. Not bad. Okay, not bad. And then we have a flute line on the very last bar of it, I believe. Last section. Wow, that's gorgeous. As always, let's take care first of these 4 bars, yeah? What key are we in? I think it changed key again. Ah, so we're back in G to G. We have this on the oboe, right? Then we have this part on the bassoon. And then we have this on the flute. And followed by violins. Alright, so I've listened to this a few times. I think I changed my mind again. I think this orchestration is slightly different. I think what I was originally thinking this was gonna be cello divisi and violas is definitely not. I think is cellos, violas and violins, with the second violin on the open string. I don't like the ensemble patch for this specific part though, so I think I'm gonna just record each part separately, even if it takes longer. And then, on the second half, the violin should be doing something different. And the second violin does similar things, but I believe it ends on a harmony. Man, this part is hard. It's been, I think it's the hardest of the piece for some reason. And that's a clarinet as well, I think. Da 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 ba ba. I mean, yeah, it's not as good as the original. No wonder, but I don't think I can do better than this. I think I'm missing some stuff, probably some internal voices. Okay, so let's carry on to the last section. Okay, so that should be simple, I hope. That chord is not actually a G major, but it's a G sus2. I believe there may be some woodwinds. This sounds like flutes to me. I'm just gonna grab these and copy and paste. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna polish the mock-up off camera, but that will be everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll play the full thing in just a second, yeah? But before we do, please do let me know in the comments if you'd like me to go through more cues like this in the future, and which, you know, I'm very much open to suggestions. And of course, give this video a like and subscribe if you're new. That's by far the best way to support the channel. Once again, the files for all this will be available on my Patreon, so check that out if you're interested. And if you want to learn more about composition in general, you can check out my composition course linked in the description. Alright, that's all. Let's have a listen to the full piece.